Hello guys, it's me Mercy and welcome to Being Smart Productions, and I'm here to give you guys another video. Today I'm starting a new series of videos called The Good, The Bad, and The Oda, where I will talk about a One Piece arc or movie and discuss the positive, negative, and Oda-esque aspects of it. I will start first with a recently finished arc, which is Egghead. And remember that this discussion is mostly opinionated, so there's that. So before we begin, do not forget to leave a like in this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and press the bell for notifications for my videos comes out. Also, please share this video with your fellow friends and One Piece fans so they can watch my content. Without further ado, let's begin. The positives of the Egghead arc include the following. First is Kuma's flashback, a true highlight of the arc for me, in which we learn about Bartholomew Kuma's entire life from his childhood as a slave until the current time in which he was a Revolutionary Army member and warlord right until they remove his sense of individuality and becomes a mindless machine. It is truly one of the darkest backstories Oda has ever written, with the themes of slavery being strong early on. I really love how Oda gives Kuma's unhappiness, then gives him a ton of suffering as the backstory progresses. Even after all of that, Kuma still remains a gentle and kind man, with him taking care of Bunny and overall being a great father, being a huge heartwarmer. Also, Saturn was such a great villain for causing all these tragedies to Kuma, and for being such a piece of crap. And speaking of Bunny, she's another positive of this arc, as we get some major revelations from her in this arc. First, she's Kuma's adopted daughter, which makes her tears in the Reverie arc, when she sees Kuma being treated as a slave by Roswell, makes so much sense. Also, she's half celestial dragon by blood, thanks to a CD doing that to Genie. We also get another huge twist, that she ain't an adult at all, but in fact biologically a 12-year-old kid. She's using her HH fruit powers to appear like one, but in regards to her adult fruit, the art reveals that she also got her powers from being injected with an extract as a newborn, thanks to Sato's experiments. And the fact that her real power is that she can transform herself into any future she seems to want. So her getting the Nika Robber abilities is possible if she believes in it. I just love that she inherited her dad's dreams to see Nika, which came true due to Luffy being there. Now let's focus on Vegapunk's broadcast, which was another positive of this arc. Right after Stella died, his heart-stopping activated a broadcast, which cannot be cut unless the original source is destroyed. In this broadcast, he reveals interesting things, many of which we have known, but the One Piece world did not, which was the entire purpose of this event. The biggest thing Vegapunk revealed was that the world is about to sink into the sea. This revelation alone was huge because it made the Noah and the Fishman Island arc even more important. It also raised the stakes of the final battle, as the Straw Hats must try to save the people from this major flood. Vegapunk himself was also a great character, with his actions affecting the One Piece world forever. Thanks to this broadcast, the world will now go completely haywire, and everybody, even Marines, will try to look for the One Piece. Another positive of this arc for me is the whole destruction of Illusia. The chapter and episode itself was truly insane, as we see Sabo try to talk about Imu to the Revolutionary Army, but the transmission gets cut off as Imu uses a weapon, most likely Uranus, to wipe the Illusion Kingdom off the face of the earth. That moment was insane, since it signified the final saga and how crazy things are going to get. We also get to witness how scary Imu is, destroying an island into smithereens like it was nothing. The way the anime adapted this whole scene was great as well, with the use of a terrifying OST, which makes the atmosphere truly grim. Another positive aspect of the Egghead arc is the whole revelry content. First, we see the revolutionary army in action as they free as many slaves as they can. We also get to see Sai and Leo completely bleed up Charlotte to the ground, since the buffoon wanted to catch Shirahoshi again, this time with the help of Kuma. It was satisfying to see, and the revolutionary army finally succeeded in getting Kuma back. But the biggest part of this section is the whole Cobra Imu e Sabo thing. First, Cobra talks to the Gorosei about the meaning of D, which is a huge death flag to say that in front of them. We see Imu then appear in front of Cobra, and he speaks for the first time ever. We also get revelations such as the Nefertari family being the carriers of the D, and how Lily was the one that spread the poneglyphs around the world. We also get to see the Gorosei's demonic forms, which were silhouetted in chapter 85, but were completely shown in chapter 1110. Imu's form is the only one we haven't seen yet. It was pretty obvious that Korra was gonna die, but this sacrifice was truly epic with him telling Sabo to tell Luffy and Bibi that his family also burned the D. We then get the Gorosei's names, which are Topman Workery, Shepherd Jupiter, Ethan Baron Euro, Marcus Mars, and J. Garcia Saturn. And last but not least, we get the confirmation that Don Quixote Mosgar, one of the only good celestial dragons, was executed by Fickler Garling, the former captain of the Holy Knights and the newest Gorosei. And why he became a Gorosei, you might ask? Because the next positive thing about Egghead is the death of Saturn himself and the hands of Imu. Because he let Joy Boy get away, Imu killed Saturn by removing his immortality and reducing him to just bones. That was crazy, because it reveals that the Gorosei's powers and immortality are all granted by Imu, and he also has the right to remove them. It's also pretty satisfying to see Saturn die because he was truly a diabolical person that ruined many lives, including Kuma and Bonnie. So seeing him die like a coward while begging Imu for mercy was such a great feeling. And the last positive thing about this arc is Emmet and the Joy Boy Haki stuff. Emmet is the robot that woke up thanks to hearing Gear 5 Luffy's heartbeat, and was a huge reason of why Luffy and the others escaped Egghead without much trouble. And it's because Emmet had a knot, which contained the original Joy Boy's Conqueror's Haki, and it was so powerful that it knocked several Vice Admirals, sent the Gorosei minus Saturn back to Marijoa and out of the demonic forms, plus it made Imu practically crap his pants in fear. Truly a great moment. Now let's get to the negatives of the Egghead arc, which are a few. First is how the satellites' fake out deaths were handled. It is true that since they're scientists and straight up mechanical to a certain extent, they might not be clearly capable of dying forever. Also, I agree that since the giant brain is still active, they might have a chance of coming back. But still, the fact that some other moments where they do die seems in an epic scale and then they come back undoes that great moment. For example, Atlas' sacrifice via self-destruction was handled in such an epic way, literally going out like a boss, trying to help the Straw Hats escape. And now all of that is just rendered meaningless by her being technically alive. I know Oda has always done this, but I thought he was gonna drop it down a notch in this final saga. But oh well, what can we really do? Okay, this was more mega personal than the rest, but another negative that I have for this arc is Charlotte's not being dead when Sai and Leo delivered that stun combo on his ass. Look, we all knew he was gonna survive since in chapter 1054, they mentioned that there was an attempted murder of a CD, And also the title of the chapter he gets dunked on is exactly that. We knew that whatever way it happened, Charles was gonna survive. But let me ask you this. Why doesn't Oda just off the mother? Like, I can think of a reason he should be alive. Because he doesn't matter in the story that much. Just kill him, bro. Also, Sai's drill dragon nail is pretty powerful. It cracked a huge part of the Rosa's ground up in his battle with Lao Ji. There's no way in hell Charles is surviving an attack like this, but of course Oda doesn't want him dead, so he can use him as another punching bag for later. But oh well. And one last negative aspect of the arc is Dragon lack of involvement. I know that Oda has something in store for Dragon when the time comes, but my dude, you set this man up by talking to Shaka back in the beginning of the Egghead arc. You made it seem like he was gonna appear in Egghead to do something huge. But did he do anything? Almost nothing. Besides cutting the food supplies for the cities to suffer, which is a huge W, but other than that, he was just doing nothing. Just looking goddamn east. I really wish we could have seen Dragon do something important in this arc, but whatever. Let's get to the Oda-esque aspects of the Egghead arc, and I have only one. Gear, Fifth, Luffy shenanigans. Like Luffy in his Nika 4. This is some crazy stuff that only Oda can come up with. That Toon Force is real with this one. In his rush with Luffy, he pulls goggles from his hair. He pulls goggles out of his freaking nowhere. How did he do that? But it only gets better. When dealing with the Gorosei, Mercury does a loud scream that affects the entire area around them, and Luffy's eyes and scars fly out of his body. He then has to stitch his scars back together. Like, what? In the same chapter, mind you, Siren tries to attack him with potion balls, and Luffy grabs a tree, turns it into a bat with only his teeth, paints the bat with paint and brush coming out of thin air, and with a baseball hat that says 56. He homes runs the potion balls right back to Saturn. How the hell did he do that? If this doesn't show you that Luffy has Toon Force, then I don't know what to tell you. And that's all I got for today, guys. So tell me, did you enjoy this video? Do you want to see more of this content? What One Piece movie should I cover first? Comments down below and let me know. Do not forget to leave a like in this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. Also, please watch my other videos and interact with them. I will really appreciate it. This was Mercy from Beansprout Productions, and I see you guys in the next video. Au revoir.